Listen, I have them here. And if you can see me right now, look into my face very closely. These guys over here, over there, oh man, I'm talking about FOMO for real. Like, they're going to give us all of the tea as we review Creator Camp 25. So I hope you guys are ready. I have Kurt Nugent, I have Billy Thornton with me, and I am so excited that you guys are here as well. So please let me know you're watching. And I know, here we go. David is. I was looking forward to this conversation. I am too. Oh man, there
Oh
you
my
go.
word.
Billy,
I have to say this. I have to say this real quick.
Come on.
I'm gonna.
Brandon.
I don't know how I never made this
Marianne.
connection between Billy and Billy Bob Thornton, but I definitely. his name is Billy Thorpe.
What did I
Oh
say?
my
So when
gosh.
you said Billy
Thorpe?
Thornton, and I
Thorpe?
thought that was hilarious.
Oh man. Well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I apologize, Billy.
That's no
Oh,
problem.
man.
I've been
It's-
called
I mean-
it's all
worse.
good.
Listen, a few minutes. I mean, I can see it right here in front of me, Thorpe, and I don't know why. And you got to put your signature back up. People may not be
Oh,
able
yeah,
to
I
see
don't-
it.
I-
They'll see it later.
Yeah, they won't be able to see it. They'll see it later. Yeah.
They'll see it later.
But
and
no,
then I have
Creator Camp.
people coming in. Hey, Ray.
What's going on, fam? There's a lot of people coming in already.
Yeah,
I was just
they're
gonna say,
here.
man, the only
They're
thing
here.
about one of the things, Creator Camp was phenomenal this year. I mean, because of the changes and the format that they did, I do think it lent itself to deeper connections with the other campers. So that was absolutely phenomenal. But I must say that I did miss, because there were so many people from previous camps that did not get a chance to come this year for one reason or another. So I did miss that, because you want to see the folks that you're used to seeing from years past. So, but
Right.
other than the fact that we missed our previous campers, people like Strick and others, it was a phenomenal time. One that goes down in the history books for me, for sure.
Man, that's awesome. Billy, I'm sure you feel the same way.
Yeah, man. It was a lot of fun time. It was a good time, and I think the new format did lend more time for one-on-one, small group discussions, really diving into each person's situation and trying to, as a camp counselor, like just kind of see like where they're at, what they need help with, can I answer any questions? Can I, more than that, just kind of point them in the right direction as someone who has the answers. So that was a lot of what I did too, was like, obviously I don't know everything about all this stuff. I'm learning probably more than most people that came to the camp. But I know a lot of people. So I'm like, oh, who would help you with that? Kirk will help you with that. This person will help you with that. Jeff will help you with that, and kind of send people around. So that was a lot of fun to, be able to get down in the weeds with people and have a lot of time to do so.
Man.
It wasn't just like the highlights. Yeah. So it was good.
So answer this question for me, guys. Did people do what I asked them to do? Did they go like, hey, Billy, they pull you over and ask you questions? Was it a lot of that as well? People pulling you to the side?
Yeah, they listen to you. They listen to you. There's a lot of talk. I think, you know what? I'm still hoarse. I told my wife, I'm like, I think I talked 15 hours a day for like 4 days straight.
Wow.
Like, no question. Kirk and I were talking because we were like bunking together. So we like talking and just fell asleep.
Wow.
Fell asleep.
We just fell asleep talking.
I think, to be honest with you, I think that actually, so we, as Billy just alluded to, we actually split a room. We shared a room together, which was absolutely bananas. And we came live to you guys last Sunday from that room, so that was pretty
That's right.
dope. I think that I want to say that added to the experience. I'm going to be looking for a bunk buddy next year, because it was just a, you take the experience back to the room as well. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's kind of fun.
Well, there you go. So Gretchen is like, hey, I've been Billy's here a lot. That's what's up. I'm telling you, it's the right thing to do. Like when you go to these camps, like get there. And yeah, Kirk is fire. Man.
Oh,
Kirk,
man.
you've been paying people.
No,
Kirk, you've been paying people, man. I already know.
You know what? I saw him strict. I saw him out in the hallway passing out $5 bills before we left.
Hey, come to the stream show. Make sure you play me up in there, play me up. No, but I will say that, man, as Billy said, I think people really did take your advice to heart. Strick, what we talked about last week. I mean, there were so many transformational conversations that was had. You know me, Strick. I'm very much. I love coaching. I live for this stuff.
That's right.
I live in this world, and so being able to sit with people and kind of talk about what they wanted to do, what was their end goal, and really get down deep. It was a phenomenal time. I won't go into detail. I won't say who it was, but there may have been some tears shed by one
Oh,
brand
man.
Dude,
that I was talking to.
Oh,
I
man.
was about to say,
See,
man, he made somebody cry. He yelled at somebody and they cried.
Oh, my
It was good
God.
I don't.
tears. But
It
he
was.
he
It
was
was
going hard in the paint.
The pastor, Kirk,
absolutely.
came out.
Yeah.
Listen, people, we joke about these different sides, but you bring your full self to your content. You bring your full self to whatever it is that you do, and for sure, I think people got a chance to see that coaching side of me, and I had a blast. I'm not gonna lie, I
Not
really,
only do
really
you bring
enjoyed myself.
go ahead, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Strick. No,
So
no,
not
go ahead,
only do
Strick.
you bring your full self, sometimes you have to bring somebody else, like a Bobby Las Vegas, to the camp.
Come on, I love it. Oh my
Don't make
word.
him come out now.
Don't make him come out. He's ready.
He got
He's
a new
ready.
hairdo. He got a new hairdo.
Bobby Las Vegas was wild, man. Yeah, he was wild. Yeah. Wait a minute. Gretchen says she's got video. Uh-oh.
Hey, we gotta see
Can't
it,
even.
Gretchen. You
Hey,
gotta
baby, it's
come.
Bobby Las Vegas.
So
Bobby
there
Las
he
Vegas is here.
there he is.
Yeah,
homie.
baby. It's Bobby Las Vegas, baby. I make money, make money, make money, make money.
Make money, make money, make money.
Hey, listen, all of this, again, Brandy Joe says, I have proof. Like, she has proof. She has proof. They
It was
laughed and
wild.
cried. Had them all. Listen, we need all of the stories. So if you're watching this tonight, please share your thoughts from the camp. We want to have an opportunity to go
Absolutely.
through all of this. Matt, I appreciate you coming through tonight. If you want to come on, please do. Missing you as well. Would have loved to have been there to at least hang out with you, see one of those things that you got going on. For the win, lots of awesome peeps in the chat. Hello, fam. So Matt is definitely saying hello to everybody. This is like one of the things that I think makes Ecamm, the community of Ecamm, more than just a software, right? I mean, Ecamm as a
Yes,
software, more
absolutely.
than just that. You do have an opportunity to share your journey with Ecamm with other people. So I think I missed a cool camp here. Portsmouth is a great town to explore too. Drove through there. And okay, listen,
Yeah,
I'm with
Michael,
everybody
yeah.
else. Marianne said it. And I think Marcus says, amen. Start saving now for 2026. It's going to be the same place. Am I right in saying that? Somewhere
Yeah,
around the
they
same
announced
time?
it. Yeah. I think it
believe
starts on the
they're gonna-
27th. Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be 27th, and they even sent out a little email to those that attended. So if you haven't gotten that email yet, you might want to make sure you check your email, check your spam, because they did send out an email kind of inviting those who attended to camp again. And of course, they'll start advertising that publicly. Hey, Strick, man, I want to be honest with you. I've got a good amount of video here to go. I mean, I don't know what you want to do in terms of
So
your
let's
order.
just start. Let's
but-
just start at the top, and we'll just talk about it. We'll do one or two at a time, and then kind of cut in
Absolutely.
and give commentary around it. So I'm here. Billy's here. We got people from the camp, people that didn't go to the camp. I got Joe say he didn't go, but I'm here for the review. And Ray said he missed it too. But hey, guys, we
Come
are all
on.
here together.
Yeah.
So Joel, I'm with you. I plan to be there next year. Tell me what I missed though. So we're gonna tell Joe what he missed, and we can do that by sharing some of the videos, Kirk. So I'm gonna get you full
Sure.
screen here, and
Okay. Yeah, let's go
we're gonna
for it.
go.
Yeah. So here's one of our on the first day we had Cat Moverhill started us off and he shared with us some really cool and dope things about momentum. Our second speaker was a gentleman by the name of Phil, and I have a quick little interview with him to show right now.
So I'm not getting the audio on that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. You know how it goes. We gotta
I
make
do.
sure we're piping everything through the right way. Yep, I did that wrong. I selected the wrong mic. That's what it is.
It is
I keep
okay.
on forgetting it's not my Ecamm. It's your Ecamm. So
It is
I gotta
okay.
make sure I'm putting
Anybody
this in the
going
right way. All right, so let's
to
go here.
Creator Camp UK in April? So Marcus wants to know who he's going to see in April. So if you're going, let us know.
Yes, indeed. Let us know. Let us know. Let us know. Okay. Right. All right. So let's try this, Strick. I got it in interview mode to this microphone. All right. That seems to work so far. You can still hear me, right, Strick?
I can.
All right. Now let's try it again. Man, I am
There
here
it
with Phil
is.
Palin at Ecamm Creator Camp. One of the things that I love about the digital footprint is that it kind of spans everything. But you've been in this space for a long time. There's somebody out there that might be watching right now, and they're like, "What do I need a digital footprint for? Like, what is its importance for me as a speaker, author, consultant, coach, executive?"
Well, you don't get to choose if you have one. You already have one, whether you like it or not. So let's just accept the facts.
That's true.
If people are typing your name into LinkedIn or they're typing your name into any kind of search engine, they're looking for dirt. You have a brand. And so I always say branding is the effort you put into controlling the first impression others have
That's gold.
of you. Or sometimes I'll say, like, the best brands recreate the in-person experience.
Ooh.
So don't make this more complicated than it needs to be. Think
Yeah.
about and ask people around you, what makes you great in real life? What is people's experience of you? And now just recreate that online through photography, through branding, through colors, through all of that,
yeah.
all of
I'm
that component,
taking a
of those
note. What
components,
makes you great?
and just try to
Offline.
achieve consistency. And think about the internet and every post and every opportunity for visibility. It's like sending a little soldier out
there.
into the ether
I love that.
like represents you. So like what I get excited about, I mean, nothing replaces in person.
In person, nothing.
Nothing. But the internet makes that scalable. Even if it's not as good, connecting through a medium, the benefit of it is the scale at which you can access people. And so just work toward, first of all, accept that you already have a brand.
Yeah,
whether you acknowledge it or not.
Good.
Second, to do something with it, aim to achieve consistency would be my advice.
Excellent. Appreciate it, man.
Of course.
That's what a brand can do for you. Subscribe for more. Oh man, that was a good one. I know it was
We got
a little bit longer, but
break that one down. We had to
Yeah,
break that
man.
one
So
down. I had to take notes on that.
I
What makes
won't-
you great
yes.
offline?
Come on, and recreating that experience. I think the other thing too is to be, that he said that I thought was really intuitive was we don't get to choose whether or not we have a brand or a digital footprint. We each have one. It's just a matter of whether or not we're owning it. And you got to understand, Phil Palin is somebody who is, yes, we may know him as the trainer for Adobe and other platforms. He's got some really dope content and does some things in that vein out there as well. But Billy and I both kind of did a debrief after his session, just talking about some of the opportunities that he shared. That was just kind of like, whoa, didn't think of it that way. But his core business is on helping people kind of establish and launch their personal brand. And so that's why I wanted to ask him that question. What would you say to people about their digital footprint? And I hope that resonated with people out there. It's a quick 90-second video, but I still felt like there was so much value in what he had to share.
Oh, I definitely agree. What do you think, Billy?
Well, it was funny. I was actually having this conversation with a friend of mine earlier today, because we're both in business and we're talking about different ideas and different things. And I just said, well, what are people asking you to help them with? It's,
Yeah,
it's
that's
really
good.
easy as a person, as a content creator, as a business owner to come up with all these ideas of what we think people want or what the marketplace wants. But it's like, what are people asking us? What are they pulling on us? Because they're going to come to us for our talents or whatever, or our problem solving abilities in certain areas. And although we're multifaceted, like Kurt can coach on, he can coach on a lot of stuff. He can coach on cameras, he can coach on live streams, video, YouTube, all this stuff. But it's like, what are people asking of him? And I feel like that's where we got to really lean in. So that was that from that take. But now Phil's whole whole presentation was amazing. And as somebody who, he talked a lot about brand deals and different opportunities. And so he and I have a very similar, and I get to talk to him in the lobby afterward for a while. So we have a very similar mindset on the process of production to be able to get these things done. So yeah, man, if anybody was there to take away from him, like, it was so much, and I have so much in my notes from that session. So yeah, man, it was, and I love that little clip there, Kirk. So good job being a content creator out in the wild.
In the wild.
I think I left my Osmo in the bag, so I didn't even bring it out.
Hey, Eshan is in the chat. I see Dina in the chat. I see several of you. Some of them are talking about the karaoke. I'm not there yet. We're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
More videos between now and the karaoke. Karaoke was the
I don't even know if we can talk about that. I don't even know if we can talk about it. I don't even know.
What happens in Portsmouth stays in Portsmouth. So maybe we got to leave those videos alone.
So yeah, we have a ton of people that are definitely talking about all this. But let me do this, because we got a guest coming through, and then I want to throw some comments up while they are here. So Matt just had to come on, hang out with us. Man,
come on, Matt. Let's go.
Hello, team. I'm wearing my bandana from Ecamm Feud, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
That's what's up.
The Family Feud was stupid. Oh, it was good, y'all. Listen.
Hey, Matt, before you come on,
here.
Let me pull Monique's message up. She said, for me, camp was more like a retreat. The love, the support, the encouragement from strangers that embraced me as a family was simply like no other event I've ever experienced. So we're so happy that you had an opportunity, Monique, to experience that and to be a part of the Ecamm family. So thank you for sharing. That's cool, man. That's really cool. So So Matt, I'm sorry I wasn't there to hang out with you. So because I would have loved to have done that. But tell me your experience. Like, what do you think about camp this year?
I loved connecting with everyone there, whether it was a presenter or a camper or the staff. Billy took my line. I think I talked 15 hours straight, 3 days in a row, helping people coming up. Hey, I got this problem. Hey, what do you think about this? And if I had the answer, they got the answer. And I pulled a couple people in with some odd tech stuff. I'm like, I know there's a solution. I know there's a product for this. It's not my current setup. Pull in Fulgens. He's like, oh yeah, this and that. Boom, done. Wow. Solving problems, making people's lives better, faster, cheaper, baby. That's what it was all about.
So good.
Better, faster, cheaper. I like.
I did want to throw something in there, Strick. I think both Matt and Billy have alluded to this. I think I have as well. But they built in time in the evenings this time around for self-planned meetups, and so Billy and Matt hosted one. I also hosted one as well. Definitely, Mary Lou hosted one. I know Doc had the studio open some of the evenings. I know. Kat Mulvihill hosted one, and then Luria hosted one as well. So there were these times where if you wanted to go deeper, if you wanted more, like after dinner, there were so many different little nooks and crannies in the hotel where you could go for these.
And it was open to anyone. Anyone could publicly book it. The attendees wasn't just the group.
Yeah,
wow.
I thought that was a really nice touch, something that they had not done in the past. And again, it just really meant that you were able to go, have those personal conversations and actually ask about your own setup and your own, strategy, workflow, process. And I think that's where significant transformation took place.
Well, that's what we're talking about with all of this. And Dana's here, Deanna, and so great talking with you. So she's talking to Monique. This is cool. I'm bringing up a comment where somebody commented and commented about a comment.
I love it.
That's how this show goes. When we're reviewing what happened, I think it's important that we share all the way that we can. Important. And
can I?
Yes, sir.
Can I
go
break
right
some
ahead.
News?
Give me some.
Dina and I. We're gonna kick off a podcast together.
No way.
Let's go.
Only
True.
Only if you can pronounce her
you
name.
just had her comment up there. Yeah.
Did you hear me, Matt? I said
No,
only if you can pronounce her name correctly. Then you're
Dina,
in.
yeah. I was running on fumes. It was 11 p.m. and I got her name wrong. I felt like, it's one of those things. It happens. We're all human. But no, we're kicking off that podcast. It's more details to come.
That's
And
awesome.
speaking
That
of
is so
Dina,
cool.
one thing that she did, she came to one of the Amazon. So Strict. One of the meetups I did a couple times, was just about the Amazon Influencer Program, kind of an introduction how e-cammers can leverage their skill set if they qualify for that program and start making some money. And so Dina came in, and man, she was just curious, and even she
Awesome.
told me like before, like I just don't think it might not work into, I don't know how she said it, but maybe not work into my workflow or I'm just kind of curious. But dude, she came in and she really asked some amazing questions. And I think that curiosity of the campers is, dude, you couldn't help but be on fire to help share information.
Absolutely.
It's just like Matt said, people just kept coming to you, asking questions, very curious, just a bunch of sponges running around. And I think we all were that way. Like I was asking other people all kinds of stuff and learning just as much, probably more than I was sharing. So yeah, it was that the curiosity was amazing in that crowd
Yeah.
this past week.
And I think
Totally
that's
agree,
important.
Billy. Go ahead, DJ.
I think it's important to be vulnerable that way at a camp like this. This is a time for everybody to learn, to be a part of what's going on. When you have, somebody that would just drive down like David Hunt to be a part of it, it's a big deal,
Absolutely. David Hunt is in the building. What's going
David.
on,
David?
sir?
I'm
Man,
doing
so
well.
good.
I'm doing well. I am blessed just to be in the room one more time.
One more time, man. Listen, Billy talked about his meetup. David Hunt was one of the people at one of his meetups, and he applied for the Amazon Influencer Program there in the meetup and got approved there in the meetup.
That's
It
awesome.
was magical.
David,
Boom.
Billy,
Got
what'd
it.
you do? You just called Amazon up and said, get him in?
You know what? Hold on. So, dude, somebody asked me that. Somebody asked me that.
somebody
Like,
did
hey,
ask
can you just call somebody at Amazon and tell them we're
Oh,
good
my
for this?
word.
And I'm like, no, dude. Like, I
No.
got a lot of videos on there, but Amazon doesn't know me, and I like it that way.
Right.
Me too. Right.
You know what it
Oh,
was?
God.
It was just a matter of removing the self-limiting belief. Because
Okay.
He's
I
not
had
wrong.
in my
Say that.
I had
Say
in
that.
my own mind that because I was removed from the program previously, that I was out and I could never get back in. So it didn't even cross my mind to apply again.
Why? Crazy.
And just being able to have those conversations to see what is possible and then taking action. Because I could have sat there and be like,
That
I don't
that
know.
right there.
I don't know. Maybe, maybe when I get back
good.
home,
So
but taking actions, like you receive all this stuff, and it wasn't like it was coming from a fire hose, so you couldn't explain. It was in bite-sized chunks that you could grasp it. You ask the question, think about it. You know what? I'm going to take action right
Wow.
now. And I actually recorded my first video, sent it to Billy
Mm-hmm.
earlier today. So, and I got the pointers. Thank you. I received. So
Yeah.
changes will be
I love
made,
this.
and we'll keep going
I love
forward.
this. So dope. This is what it's all about. I think Ecamm Creator Camp is an extension of the community itself. Like if you're in the Facebook group, people are in there trying to help people, and like they've saying in the chat, the questions and the curiosity was contagious, but it wasn't. I think Billy said it as well. Matt said it as well. It wasn't like, oh, well, just come to me and I'll give you all the answers. There was a time somebody came to me, or Mary Lou brought somebody to me. I talked with them for a little bit. I may have answered one piece of their question, but they had more. And then I brought Doc over, and he answered another piece, and then Doc brought somebody. What I'm saying is, in the room, there was the answer, but it was spread out amongst several people. And it wasn't a matter of, oh, well, I'm just going to hold you to me. I don't want you to go to anybody else. No, it was ubiquitous. I mean, it was spread out all across it, and everybody wanted to make sure that the question was answered first and foremost, and that everybody got a win. So I really loved
Yeah.
that aspect of it. That was pretty dope.
And
I
I
see my
think
boy
I
Walt
think
Jeanette in the
Ecamm
chat. What's going on, sir?
and Ecamm did a phenomenal job of setting it up this way of like, hey, this, from day one, like this is
Yeah.
a total safe place to be who you are and really, dive in head first. And one of the things I love, there's another guy named Matt. I cannot pronounce his last name. I believe it starts with an S, but he is a photographer. And so he did a whole recap video on Ecamm's creator camp. And, I love that he kind of mentioned that as a photographer, he would normally go to a lot of photography events where everyone there is a photographer. But when you come to an Ecamm event, you have such a variety of people. Like you have
Yeah.
someone like myself who's a weirdo and creates thousands of videos, and then you have coaches and worship people who are recording worship events and musicians and singer. I mean, you have so many different business people and all this using Ecamm for a lot of different reasons. So, you can't be the know-it-all, everything to everybody person in that atmosphere. And honestly, Brandon Washington said it best, and it's like it's fun to not be the smartest person in the room. Like you should always
Yes.
try to find
Right.
those. And it was funny when he said that. Kirk Doc Rock turned around to me and said, "Billy, that's what you've done the whole time I've known you. You've always just been this kind of like." Whatever. I'm just this dumb kid from the mountains of Tennessee, but you've like ran at a pace that everyone is shocked by. And I'm like, I love it because it just doubles down. Like you don't have to
Yeah.
be the smartest person in the room. And when you're not, you'll learn so much more. So it's
So
awesome.
much more. Such a good, you killing it, man.
So
Yeah.
Tim has got a great comment as well. The diversity was amazing. That's definitely something that I always like about Ecamm. Ecamm is the community is very diverse, and
So I
when
will
we get
say, Strick, I have a little a message from Tim. I got a message from Billy. I have a message from Doc and Mary Lou. I got a message from Betty Joe, I think it is. I've got so quick. Those are a lot shorter, but I also have one from Brandon, who Billy just mentioned a second ago. He was one of the speakers, and let me tell you, Brandon's session was phenomenal. It was high energy, but it was
as
super.
he is high energy.
As he is high energy, but it was also super vulnerable. Did anybody else get that? Was I don't think I'm the only one. It was super vulnerable. He just kind of shared who he is and how he shows up and how he approaches content and how his live show is done. That was really dope. In this clip, though, I talked to him about gear because that's what he's known for. So let's take a listen. Side by side with him talking about gear, though, I do show a little bit of his presentation. So let's take a look. One of the things I love about coming to places like Ecamm Creator Camp is meeting up with dope creators like this guy right here. This is the Gear King, man. If you have watched some of his camera videos, some of his setup videos, all the things that he has, man, you may have the feeling of gas is what we call gear acquisition syndrome. Like it's a full dose. But one of the things I wanted to ask you is, I mean, because when people are starting out, they got to keep it simple. I mean, there's some folks out there, they're trying to figure out what should I get? I follow Kirk. If I follow Brandon, I might find myself buying something I don't need. But yeah, just for the people that want to keep it simple, what would you say?
Look, I say that first off, take your phone as far as you can kick it.
Boom.
Yes. To me, I think the phone can do a majority of what is needed to be successful online.
Dang, that's good.
We even see movies now.
For real.
28 years later, shot entirely on iPhone. So the iPhone can definitely go far.
Absolutely.
However, I understand that buying a camera is fun.
Yeah.
And so if you're buying a camera because you want it, then enjoy that experience. So don't overthink it. Get something that you can afford.
Right.
Personally, I'm a huge fan of mirrorless cameras right now where the technology is.
Right.
You can get some really good stuff at affordable prices. If you're not 100% sure, here's my secret. Go used. Buy something used.
Yes.
Make sure you like it. Get into that ecosystem because you know, when you buy your first camera, you really aren't just picking a camera. A lot of times you're picking an ecosystem, whether you go Sony,
That's
Nikon,
good.
Canon,
Yeah.
because those are going to be the lenses that you ultimately end up buying.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
if you're not sure, you can buy used, you can rent a few things,
Whew.
but ultimately, like, if you're buying something because you really want it and you love the technology, that's okay too. Enjoy it. I have bought stuff and trying to mentally be like, well, you know, I'll use it like this, and I can use it for clients. But the truth is, I was buying it because I wanted it.
Because you wanted it. Yeah.
And that's an okay thing to do
Yeah,
too. So I just want to give people, you know,
permission.
the permission.
Yeah,
You can buy it because you want it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Just because you want it. That's right.
Because I like stuff.
Not because somebody else said it was good or dope,
Right.
but because you want it. And when you want it, that has that internal motivation that's going to allow you to really enjoy it.
Well, and a lot
use
of
it
times
for whatever
you
you
go
want
out
to
and
use
you
it for.
use the stuff more because
That's
you
good.
actually enjoy the tool that you have.
That should be a big component.
That's an encouragement tool. It's like I'll buy a camera and I'll go out and actually shoot more stuff because I'm actually enjoying the camera that I'm using. Way better. And that's just how I am.
Yeah.
You know? So however you're wired, run with it.
Run with it. I love that. I love that. Y'all, listen, the recap is simply, leverage the phone, but when you're ready, buy something that you like.
Of course.
Grace and peace.
Love that. Great job. Great job. All right, so here we go. I want to add in some more people. There she is, hanging out with us.
Come
Brandy Joe, how are you doing, ma'am?
Hey. Best day so far.
Come on.
Hi, Brandy Joe.
Listen, you keep on adding these people in. I'm not gonna need to play these videos.
I know it. We're gonna keep going. Let me say this, Brandy Joe, before we get started, because I want to talk to you about your experience, because this would be your second year, correct?
Yes.
Absolutely.
So Brandon Washington is like one of the creators that all of us kind of watches, people that like gear, like talking about cameras and all those kind of things. He's done a lot for Ecamm on the Ecamm channel as well, trying to help us get better at what we do. He's a great content creator, but I have one of my favorite content creators in the comments, and I had to shout him out. Walter Jeanette is like one of my favorites.
Sir.
He's a friend of the stream show, and he's hanging out with us. Thank you so very much for doing that. He said he couldn't work it in his schedule going to the camp, but he's loving the stores. So stay right there where you are. Walter, man, we appreciate what you're doing. And I got to talk to you about, some new cologne, man. You know what to get. I need to talk to you.
Yes, sir. I need to
that
talk
being
to
said,
hey, and let's run up the numbers, y'all. Y'all need to keep sharing the link. There's 30 people on. I think we can get to 50. Come on, let's keep sharing the link. Let's tag some people who are at camp. Let's get as many people in here as possible. Go ahead, Strick.
That part. Brandy Joe, tell us about your experience.
Well, this year I got the opportunity. Now, last year I had won the ticket to Creator Camp. Didn't know anything about Ecamm. Hadn't even downloaded it. Like, not till the 4th day of camp last year.
Wow.
And then I still waited. Until I'd say about February before I started using it. And then I had this acceleration and I absolutely love it. But no, let's change that to and. I still love
I like that.
the Ecamm Fam so much more and the heart of it. And so this year I got the opportunity to do behind the scenes footage for some marketing for 2026. So that was my new challenge, to use an Osmo Pro 3 or no, Osmo Pro Pocket 3. I still can't get it all right.
It's okay. You used a camera to get some behind the scenes.
Yes.
She was actually in that last video. I don't know if you caught that.
I was Brandon. Yeah.
I was taking a video of her taking a video of Brandon, and she had a 3-camera setup. It was pretty amazing, if I do say so myself.
That rig was on fire. It was fire.
Thank you.
Do you have it with you? Could you show it?
I do have it with me. In fact, it was like a week before that I just happened to go, I wonder what this would do if I did this. And I went onto Amazon and got a bunch of things. So I'm not sure if I can.
Oh, you have it put together.
Just hold it
That's
right in front of your face. Yeah.
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 So
that's it right there.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I did. What I initially did was I kept the, oh, that's my daughter there. I kept my video running for vertical on this side, and I had this as a big screen so that I didn't have to look at the monitor here. And what I learned was, wow, I'm forgetting what I'm supposed to shoot. So I changed over to my list on the vertical screen, which was super helpful. But what I love even more about it, I don't know that I have to learn everything now about what I have. I think it was so much better of an experience to be in the room, just going for it. And here's what I learned. When I had an issue, Mary Lou was right there to help me.
One time for Mary Lou.
And just set it up, fixed everything. And anytime I had a question, she was able to help me with what I needed. And I thought, you know what? At one time I was checking your group out. Now I need to go. I need to just go and be in the group. So
no, Mary Lou's group is dope.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that I would say is it's the same as last year, but the shock for me was you can set your devices down and everybody's got your back. You don't have to be concerned. It's safe.
That's good.
There's no issues. Safe. And so loved the headshots opportunity, the swag bag, the t-shirts were really cool this year. And then one of my favorite...
The workbook was dope too.
Yes. I thank you for that. I forgot to toss that in. Yeah. And then one of my favorite moments, I tend to listen for the gold nuggets, and one that stood out to me, I got to give a shout out to Jeff C for this one, was he said, be careful following the masses because sometimes the M is silent. And so for me, that hit, I went, I love that. And it stuck. It really stuck with me. So, and all of the presenters had great information. And I would say I'm a nugget person, like a one-liner soundbite. I love those. And there was still a lot of valuable information. I'm trying to remember a lot of those. I'd have to go back to my notes, but this is a great second year.
While you're remembering, let me just say this, ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage, we have the one, the only Erykah Badu. Now, if you understand why I'm saying that, it's because she sang an Erykah Badu song during the karaoke and killed it. So I just wanted to shout her out real quick.
That's what's up. Michelle, are you on mute?
You're muted.
I'm Michelle.
Sorry,
Michelle
I had a lot going on behind here. But OMG, shout out to the ironing board. If you know, you know. Okay.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Billy, our secret's out, brother.
That's right.
Yes,
That's right. You gotta iron it out. It's all right.
We need to give the Amazon link to that ironing board.
I think we do.
Look, it was smooth like butter, man. Nobody would know. It's like the cone of silence or the cone of cleanliness.
Oh my word. Somebody said the ironing board was posted. I didn't know it was posted. So our secret's out.
Oh, well, sorry.
I want to say this as well, DJ Strick. We also heard from Ken and Glenn during the camp, and that was pretty dope. I personally was jumping up and down. I fell out of my chair a couple of times. I may have passed out. Yeah, they're working on some stuff, and
okay, they shared a couple of things. Now, of course, I didn't make that part, but they shared a couple of things about some of the stuff they're working on.
Yeah. We're
still
gonna have to talk
pearls.
We're gonna have to talk offline.
Oh man,
I don't think we can talk publicly on that. But I did get a clip of Ken and Glenn talking about camp and talking about a couple of things that we can just kind of show real quick if you don't mind, if you want to.
Yeah, let's do it. Put you up now.
Did you get them singing karaoke? I thought that's what you were going to be talking about. I'm like, because I fell out of my chair.
I should.
Yo, the Humpty dance was everything.
It was everything. This one is a little more serious. We're not doing karaoke, at least not yet. I am here with Ken and Glenn. These are the masterminds behind the platform Ecamm Live, which I have talked to you guys about multiple times. How you guys doing?
Really good. We just finished up this big show.
Yeah.
Ready to go party.
We're getting ready to go to the party to close out Creator Camp. But you guys talked about some really dope features that are coming out. But I mean, I just talked to the audience about talk to us about some of the things that go into your decision making in terms of selecting new functions and features. I imagine you probably get a ton of requests from people like me who want to see different things happen with the platform.
Obviously, like a lot of it comes from users.
Right.
What people really love about the product is that, like, if they really push hard enough at us as our community, the feature they're asking for usually makes it in there. Other things that might affect it rather are, what's happening in the tech world.
Right.
Feature Glenn was just talking about on stage. It was as a result of a recent announcement from YouTube.
So, right?
That kind of kicks our butt. Like, oh, this is a real thing now. We really need to be doing it.
You want to stay on top, right?
Yeah. And
that's awesome.
A lot of the time, feature request will be, on a list somewhere.
Yeah.
But it's not like sort of coalesced completely as an idea.
You're still cooking it up.
I know we want that. I know that those users want to do that certain thing, but what's the best way to do that thing in the app so it's not hella confusing? So it's not gonna malfunction all the time and be simple. And sometimes a get together like this, where we can actually have a face-to-face conversation with someone and say, like, well, I know that you want to do this thing, but like, tell me more. What is it you're really trying to do? Like, let me more about what you're trying to do here.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a simpler way to present it in the app, or a simple. Maybe you don't want to do this. Maybe you actually want to do
that. Yeah. You get the fuller meaning behind what the request is, as opposed to just a 2-line or maybe even a paragraph in the Facebook group, which is really good. It's really good. But I love the thought process that you guys put into it. Ecamm Live is just the functions and features are very well presented and done. It's just so well implemented. For me, it has been a game changer for my business, and I just can't thank you guys enough. So
you're welcome.
Definitely looking forward to tonight. And again, thank you guys so much for this quick interview. Y'all take care and make sure you go and check out Ecamm Live. Link will be in the description.
Hi, everybody.
Later.
Yeah.
Go for it.
It was amazing. The speakers were incredible.
It's okay. Here we go. I'll get us back. You can stop it, Kurt. We'll come back to that one.
I wasn't ready. I just had that one queued up. All right, continue. Yeah. That's what Ken and Glenn had to say.
That's awesome that they would spend the time to do that. But guys at the camp, how many of you that's on the screen here had a chance to get a one-on-one with them?
I did.
Now, you guys? Yeah. Now, David, you were on last week. Did you take an opportunity to kind of be thoughtful of, okay, I want to talk to them, but this is the question I'm going to ask?
Starstruck.
See, that's why I gave you the notes last week, so you wouldn't be so nervous. It's like you wouldn't call Ken Glenn or Glenn Ken. I was trying to get everybody ready to not make that mistake.
Definitely did that. I had to interview them together in order for me to know that it was Ken. So I could just say Ken and Glenn and not really identify which one was which. Okay.
I like what you did there.
Yeah, no, it was beautiful. I mean, I was sitting next to another guy, and we both asked sort of kind of like a similar question. Mm-hmm. It was a feature request, but they love that. They love to see how we're using the program because it may not be how they envision this or that feature. And as they were saying, to Kirk, but I was generally appreciative. I believe is my, not what I said, but in my mind, I was generally just appreciative of both Ken and Glenn being there and being the front face of the organization and seeing a need and taking action.
Right.
I love it. I'm going to talk about that a lot for the next foreseeable future, but just taking action and just in creating such a flexible program that allows all of us to take action in our own way and share our secret sauce and make a difference in the world.
How about you,
So
Matt?
good.
What about your experience?
Yes, I approached Glenn about multiple screen resolutions as a add-on feature, which has been talked about. And just as he said in the interview with Kirk, he asked me, how specifically do you want to use it? So I had to, I was on it. I came with my use case right back at him, but I appreciate he wasn't just like, oh, that's a good feature. He wanted to know how I was going to use it. And I think that's a great quality that he has. And it just shows he's true. They're both
awesome.
on. I did speak to Ken a little bit, mostly Glenn though. I did speak to Ken briefly, but yeah, it's
That's
great.
cool.
They're
Michelle,
wonderful, and they both code 50% of that. And the thing that blows me away, because I'm a web developer, their code doesn't trip over each other. And they are identical twins, but in reality, they are two separate people, and that is a pretty major thing. They did say one time in the history of Ecamm, both Ken and Glenn's code sort of conflicted when they were coding, but that is an amazing record, and I just thought that was a cool web development fact.
That's pretty cool. That is cool.
So dope.
Michelle, how about
Really
your
cool
experience?
Oh my God. Once again, we had a great time. My son was the youngest camper there again.
And this is the second year.
Yes, second year in a row.
Awesome.
And we had, once again, time to spend with Ken and Glenn. We spent more time with Ken and, just talking, and then also to see my son just blossom. Because last year he was really shy because it was his first time or whatever, but he was going off and, talking with new people and doing all the things because, he's a gamer and, his stats were really, really pretty good last year. As a matter of fact, Daniel Chi was very impressed with his stats last year. So it was really nice to see him come back again this year, and they take an interest in him and basically for his use case. And so one of the questions that my son asked was, hey, is this gonna be on the road for PC users in the future? They did say that it's somewhere on the roadmap for them, but they did tell him that, because he's in that vein, but it's not coming like right now. So, but we had nice long conversations, and it was so cool where he went into his history and was kind of sharing his history with my son, because they started when they were his age. So I thought I felt, oh my God, right? I was like, oh my God. And I kept telling my son, I'm like, you're gonna stick to him like glue, okay?
Come on.
So, but it's so real. It's so real. The unfeathered access that we have to to Ken and Glenn
unheard of.
it's so real.
Eshawn was saying he was there for that conversation.
Yeah,
that's right.
In Strict, I think it's the whole team over at Ecamm. I mean, that's what I loved about it. When you go to other events or other conferences, it's kind of like, okay, here's maybe this group of people, of the speakers and the leaders of that operation, and they're kind of huddled up doing their own thing. But the whole entire Ecamm team, you could tell they're very intentional about, we want to hang with our crew. We want to hang with our people. We want to get to know people. We want to, talk to them and help them where we can. And so, Ken and Glenn are always like that. Every time I've ever met them, talked to them, it's just very, they're curious. I mean, it's like they're just as curious as the rest of the people in that room. It's like they're just as curious about Matt Haas as Matt is about Glenn. And so I think that's refreshing to be a part of a software. Well, one, I don't even know who owns other softwares that would, be competitors to Ecamm. So there's that. And so, I think it's just amazing that not only the founders, but the whole the whole crew are very
That's right.
intentional. It's
Very
not like, hey,
intentional.
this is just a money grab, but they're very intentional to building that relationship. And I think that's why they're winning, man. It's just all about that
Absolutely.
community.
Absolutely. Last year, this time I was at Vid Summit and then I came to Creator Camp. Hands down, best decision I ever made. Creator Camp.
Wow.
You know, I had the opportunity to go back to Vid Summit. I'm like, why? It was like, you know, maybe 2,000 or 3,000 people. I still felt alone, very alone amongst all those people. I felt like I was in the wrong crowd, first of all, because everybody was my son's age, and the people who were speaking was my son's age. So I felt like I was in the wrong crowd. But you guys, you my people. I mean,
Right.
I found my tribe. This is it.
Definitely, I agree
Yeah.
with you on that. And you know, when it comes to was John not there, Billy?
John was
there.
not.
John wasn't
He was
there.
not there.
John, I couldn't make
No.
it either, but of course, you know, I'm sure you were missed, and I'm with you, sir. Can they
Yes.
talk to us about something they can't talk about, or they can just send you a text about it?
I think we can talk about it, right?
talk
I saw
about it.
I saw
there was
Katie
no
tell
NDA.
somebody we could talk. Yeah, we didn't sign anything.
We didn't have to sign an NDA about it. But
there was
Listen,
no signatures given.
There was no embargo.
I want to say one thing about the Iron Board. There's no subterfuge, there's no surprise here. When we were on the stream show last week, myself, Billy, and I think Valerie came to the room, and I think it was Connie maybe that came with her. We had our setup, the laptop and a phone on the Iron Board. Now you couldn't see that, of course, because you couldn't see that. But we did have everything on the Iron Board, and so that's what the Iron Board piece is all about. I will say, I just wanted to confirm and get confirmation from, because some things were shared. Some of them are very undone features, but just the path that they're taking towards it, I was like, whoa, it's absolutely bananas. One feature that I know I can share is the so being able to stream both sizes at the same time. I'm just gonna say pause right here. I want you to your minds to be blown. We have in the whatever version they're working on, because it's not in the beta, you can actually stream vertical and horizontal, right? Portrait and landscape at the same time to different destinations, and you can select your quality. So 720p, 1080p, 4K. You can select that for each one. And the way that they've implemented it, it's just so Ecamm. It just looks so intuitive. It blew my mind. I sat there like, oh my word, this is going to change the whole game.
So
it's going to change the whole game.
So
I'm already planning. Y'all know I'm a planner.
Yeah. So can you answer this question?
What's that?
Can you answer Walter's question? How does that work with the new YouTube updates allowing that? So YouTube is supposed to be doing the same thing, but it's on its platform, which is different. Is Ecamm allowing you to do that with different platforms?
They are planning to make it allowed for that. Yes.
Yes. All of the above is yes, and they are waiting for YouTube to kind of finish some pieces so that they can finish what they're setting up. But the way they've done it is you could essentially, the way he did the example at our table before he did it for everybody, and he was streaming essentially to YouTube twice. He's streaming to YouTube twice, and he had the landscape, he had the portrait, but he was streaming to the same thing twice. And essentially what that means is like somebody could be watching on their phone while they're driving home in the car, get home, throw the phone down and switch to the TV, and they're getting the wide version. And so that kind of thing, be thinking about it in terms of what possibilities that presents for us as creators. But in addition to that, not just with YouTube, I want to be clear, you could stream, wide to YouTube and vertical to Instagram, and you can design it and have all the things show up the way that you want it, the way you want it to. And everything is in the program window. You have both versions of it in the program window.
Dude, that was the hot part. I thought it was gonna be two different windows, and then when they showed it on one, I was like, What?
I know,
And
right?
just to be
Mind
clear,
blown.
you can control the layout of the vertical being completely
Yeah.
different than it's
Fully
not just your
customized.
horizontal cropped. You could put different overlays over there, and it's gonna be amazing.
I don't know if you can make me big,
Yes, sir.
Strick, but I put a picture up, and Matt's in the picture.
Yo.
Several people who are on screen are in the picture.
Ignore
That's
my
the back
big
of my
head.
head right there.
That's
Okay,
right.
Kirk,
But
hey,
if you
Kirk,
look
you might
on
want
the
to
if you look
slow
on the
down.
screen,
We said
You
we could
want-
talk about
you-
it, not show it.
Hey,
Jesus,
hey,
it's
listen,
gonna get us all
listen.
killed.
This is the recap. This is the recap. I mean, if they pull it down, they pull it down, right? But if you look at it, Strick, you see the wide version and then you see the vertical version.
Right.
Absolute game changer,
Different
y'all.
background.
Absolute game changer. Yep.
Okay.
Well, you get to choose the
So
background.
good.
You can design both of them however you want. You can have an entirely different feel for your vertical version than your wide version. So I thought that a picture's worth 1,000 words. I felt like when they did this. It's a game changer, y'all. It's a game changer.
Gretchen said we all kind of lost all cohesive ability to speak when they showed that. Yeah, I mean Kirk was like screaming like he's at a church service.
Yeah.
Or something.
No.
He just
Either a
came
church
out.
service or
At a
a
religious
schoolgirl on the playground. It was crazy. I was literally
wild.
yelling at the top of my lungs. Yeah.
Wow. Well, there you
Yeah,
go. There you go. You got another potted up for us, and I'm gonna round this up after this video, guys. We're closing. We're getting close to our hour, and I want to be sure that we get as many videos in and your stories. So we're gonna do this videos, and I'm gonna do a one round of your creator camp story, or let's do it this way: your takeaway from camp. So
here we go.
It's on you.
Yeah.
Go for it.
It was amazing. The speakers were incredible. I was forced to answer questions I never asked myself, so I have a lot to go home with, and I'm excited to implement what I've learned.
Ready, go.
All right, Creator Camp was very inspirational on so many levels, and I was just inspired by how all these creators and the developers of Ecamm are just completely an open book, wanting to help each other. Such a beautiful community. And so, yeah, I'm inspired to keep creating and keep inspiring others. Hey, Ecamm was amazing. Amazing. Kurt snores in his sleep. It was not amazing. But it's been a great time. Learned a lot, shared a lot, gave a lot, got a lot. It was awesome.
Creator Camp 2025.
There they go.
Best yet. The third year, the best year.
Listen, absolutely crushed it. We had a great time. We learned so much from people, met a whole bunch of new people, even flexed our own skills. I know you think that we know everything. We don't. We are constantly learning, and we need y'all to come because you might have something that we need to know. So come through camp. Camp is the best.
And if you are already Ecamm Fam, thank you. We're so glad to see you. And if you were not Ecamm Fam before this trip, you are now. You're never getting rid of us.
That's right. Welcome to the family. You have been unstuck.
That's what's up.
Creator Camp 2025.
Here's Matt.
The speakers were
No signs in your hand,
point.
Matt?
Each one was better than the last.
He's got a drink in his hand, brother.
Okay, I get it. There's something there. I get
It
it.
got so good, I was taking notes in picture form because I was drawing out what my scenes are going to look like. Crazy. And so many people. I talked to almost everybody. There was a huge creator camp. I love learning about people's workflows and helping them out, but so much energy. Thumbs up all around. Kudos to the
You can hear Valerie in the background.
Love it.
What do you get when you get 100 producers, planners, and
Eshawn.
presenters in one place? You get
He's in the
Ecamm
comments.
2025
Oh, that's
Creator
what's up.
Camp. Bam. And we had learning about studios, learning about producing, learning about community, and getting everyone together and getting action items and learning to do what is next and actually doing those things. This is my first year here at Creator Camp, my first year with Ecamm, and I appreciate all of you, and I look forward to the next year.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome, man.
Yes,
I
sir.
love the energy. I love the energy, man. That was really cool. Thanks for getting some of those videos because it goes a long way. Gretchen is saying she's still traveling from camp. She's camping on her way home, and people are still in that mode of, I guess, like the joy, the accomplishments, the fulfillment that you get about being around other content creators. And you still got more video, huh?
You guys keep no. Leave me small.
No.
Leave me small. I just want to let these play. I'm just gonna let these play. You can leave me small.
I got
you. Can leave me small. I'm gonna just let these play.
And I'll say this: if you ever want to work at Ecamm Live, you better have some chops behind the microphone singing. Otherwise, you probably
might not make it.
Hired.
Right?
Every one of those
again,
suckers
Billy.
that worked there, man, every one of them was awesome, and all the staff, it was amazing.
That's what's up. So I want to say this: it looks like Doc has lost a little weight. You guys saw him in person. Did it look like he lost a little weight? Oh, there he is. Talked him up.
He's singing "No Diggity."
That is so funny. I know Jill had an absolute blast. She's like, "Hey, can we get to the afternoon so I can grab a microphone?" Look at her dancing, man. That's too cool. That is too cool.
Dude, they were having so much fun, man. I think the whole Ecamm staff sang a song.
I don't remember get up there.
Did
Katie do it?
Katie didn't. I don't
Katie
remember
did.
Katie sing.
Yeah, no, she did. She sang.
Yes.
She wrote my name
she
down.
Did,
she
and I have proof.
Wow.
Yeah, Randy Joe has all the proof.
Hey, this next clip is of Ken and it's not for a while because I think I recorded a lot of Doc and Jill. But this next clip is of Ken and Glenn, and there's another gentleman with them. He's also part of the Ecamm group team. He did the first verse of the Humpty Dance, and he didn't even look at the words on the screen. It was absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, Mike.
I mean,
it
he
was
killed
awesome.
that joint.
Amazing. Second tier support.
Yeah, Mike is great.
Oh, that's cool, man. Let's do it this way. I'm gonna put you in the bigger screen so we can see more of this.
Yeah, swap me with Betty Joe.
I can find you here. Where's Kirk?
Hey man, you gotta love Ecamm. He's doing this on the fly, y'all. Like, where else can you do this? It's amazing.
I'm sure somebody can do this a whole lot faster than me.
Dude, that karaoke party was the bomb. It was the bomb.
It was amazing.
And they did it right too. They let people like get a little drink in before they started.
It looks like it. It looks like
courage.
Well, yeah, you had Val and Laura from Sure and Jill start the first song, who are all three professional vocalists. So
say that again.
Liquid Courage, or that wasn't.
I have to share. Glenn came up from the back of the venue, and he says, "Oh, they started karaoke." I'm like, "Didn't you hear We Are Family?" He goes, "Yeah, I thought that was just played right off the record." I was like, "No, it's Valerie. She was singing it live." He didn't even know. He came right out and just shared that. I was like, "Oh, that tracks."
It was so good. I was telling Matt and Kirk, I'm like, I gotta go because I had to pick up at 3:30 in the morning the next morning to go to the airport. So I was like, I gotta go. And I'm like, just one more song. I ended up being late for that pickup, and that was a long story that Kirk and I will share sometime. But it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Come on, there he is. It's Glenn.
Oh, these guys are so good.
Right?
Sexy ladies,
This thing was crazy, y'all.
It's too much awesomeness.
Hey, listen, I'm playing this on Ecamm's YouTube channel, but I don't think we're gonna have a copyright strike at all, so no worries.
You might.
No, they're not doing the song.
Yo, I died, y'all. I'm telling
man,
you,
that's
this
too
was
much.
phenomenal.
There's Brandy.
Oh, dude.
So no, I have all
Brandy's
the
there.
evidence.
She's got
Dude,
all the
my
evidence.
voice
for
is
sure.
still hoarse from this. I laughed and screamed so hard. It was crazy.
Oh man, that's too much.
Send your bribes to Brandy Joe if you want something removed from the internet.
Yeah.
Although I don't think anyone would want anything removed. Everyone, had a great time.
Oh, that's what's up,
But
man.
you know what's the funny part is I asked Ken and Glenn, like, oh, are you guys gonna go do karaoke? And they're both like, nah, we're not going to. And then like a couple hours later,
They're there. Leading it, doing the song. Just like everybody else, they wanted to be a part of that.
So
they couldn't let that
good.
go. They could
It
not let
was
that
so
go.
good.
That is awesome. So let me go. I'm gonna start with you, Brandy Joe. One big takeaway from camp from your perspective.
I would say, let me drop a soundbite from Liz Wilcox. Own your audience, don't rent it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go for it.
That's as important. Hey, Kirk, I'm still getting you, so let me put you on mute.
Oh, my bad. All
That's
right,
okay.
cool.
If I can find you here. I like that. Okay. I can't put him on mute. Hold on 1 second for me, Kirk. I'm sorry.
My bad, bro. I'm done. Trust me when I say I'm just trying to queue up something else.
I got you.
Yeah, I'm done
It's
now.
taking
So
me a
you're
minute
good.
to. Okay, good. Thank you. You would think I could go right to it. It took me a second to find where I can mute him at. That being said, it is important, and I think all of us need to make this note from Brandy Joe to own your content and find a place to where you can own it and not the other platforms. It should always be the goal. Some of the biggest content creators have always said in their biggest strategy, what's your exit plan? What's your exit plan? You can't exit these platforms. We love YouTube. We're going to YouTube route. We can't exit YouTube if everything is built on their platform. So you got to have a way to cipher them onto your own platform, your own community, your own website. You need those email addresses to be able to communicate to your people. And so that's very thoughtful, and it's something we should all take away. Billy, how about you? One big takeaway.
Oh man, there's so many. Probably my camera shot that Brandon Washington shared. I love this new camera shot. I do a lot of product videos, and I never thought about this perspective before. I've tried a couple I hated, and then I saw his, and I'm like, I got to take that. But I think that, and then I think for me personally, I don't play on YouTube, so it's like, hey man, you gotta get a presence on there and really start working with a strategy. So those two things.
So one thing I know, Billy, is if you're successful in any platform, there is a home, there is a space for you on YouTube. You've already proven yourself. All you need to do is just put content over there. People gonna love. What's that? Bobby Las Vegas. They're gonna love that. They're gonna love that. That would never go away. Brother.
Bob's gonna retire. I think he's retiring after this.
Yeah,
Bob hurt his
possible.
hip. He tried to do the worm. He tried to do the worm and hurt himself. I don't think I'm cut out for it anymore.
Well, I think we're all to the age right now. We can't do dances that include you being on the ground. That's a no-no, because you might not be able to get up. Right? I love it though. Yeah. I love it though. Thank you for coming and being a part of this, Matt. Matt, I need you to throw a sign first. Throw me a sign, a thumbs up or something. Like I'm taking this from that. Like I might have to just go to his whatever he's selling to make sure I get all this. Go ahead.
My tip is I will put a lower third panel with the topic of my live stream session. I have 3 or 4 topics per live stream. I'm going to follow Brandon Washington's advice and put that lower third. It's not going to say my name. It's going to say the topic of what I'm talking about. Better replay, better for people jumping in the middle. Brilliant. That's my takeaway. Plus, I have many others, but that's the one I'll share.
I like that.
So dope.
So that visual. So they have this thing that's called, you have your hook. You need to have a verbal hook. You need to have a visual hook. And and also a sound hook. Those three things, and that visual hook could be whatever the topic is, or you actually writing out that hook. This is what we're talking about right now. So if people are watching, like a lot of people do, they may be scrolling with the sound off, but when they can see what this is talking about, to unmute it and then hear what you got to say. So that's great. Michelle, how about you?
Oh my God. For the first time, I met Liz for the first time last year, and then of course, met her again this year. I was extremely impressed with her email system, her marketing system, and it inspired me to actually get into my Kajabi today. And I look back, I'm like, I was like, the last time I sent an email to my email list was in January. Oh yeah.
Whoa. Wow.
I need to fix that.
There you go.
And it's funny, you could be who you are.
Right.
And the thing, my biggest takeaway, because everybody's like, oh, I'm shy, or I'm this, or I'm that. She's who she is. Brandon is who he is, and everyone is who they are,
right.
And they're just gonna do the damn thing anyway. So I don't have an excuse. Okay.
Hell yeah.
I don't have an excuse.
I love it.
And the other thing too, not that I wasn't already doing stuff, because I be doing the most, because y'all already know I'm team too much all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. So I'm running 3 channels, and from the minute my feet hit the ground, I've been making content for all 3 channels. So
it's the inspiration, man. So good.
David?
Man, well, I already gave my takeaway already, talking about taking action. And there's nothing else that I took away, except to know that I could have all this information. I could have all of the best tips and tricks. If I don't put it into action, it's as if I don't have anything.
Wow.
Come on.
And so that has been my motivator this week. Well, this week has only started today, but that's okay. It's last week, to keep in action and not stay stagnant. I heard one of the coaches say, 80% of your effort will yield 80% of result, but 100% action will yield 1,000% compounded over time. It's that extra 20% that a lot of people don't want to
Come
do.
on, David.
And
that's good.
The 80% standard is a mediocre standard for some. Yeah, that's some people who taking 80% action. Okay, that's good, but that extra 20% will move the needle that much faster. Will move the needle that much farther, and so you want to always keep that in mind. And so I appreciate that coach for giving me that insight, and so I'm going to be taking action.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm listening to what you said and listening to what Michelle said. I want to be honest with you guys. A lot of time, what makes the difference between the creators that we see that have the numbers, not only do they have the time factor that sometimes we forget about, like they've been doing it for forever, right? But they're also making the steps. They're putting in the work.
Yeah.
Okay, they're putting in the work, and you're talking about the 80%. Michelle is talking about being authentic and showing up as herself. Put in that work at 100%. I guarantee you, if you allow yourself to have a little time, give yourself some grace that it's not going to happen tomorrow, and put in the real work, you're going to be able to get to the goals that you have set for yourself. Now, if you're in the clouds and you want 1 trillion subscribers, I'm going to tell you to come back down a little bit. But if you're realistic about what you're trying to do and you put in the work and give yourself some grace with time, I guarantee you get where you want to be. Okay, so just hang on in there. And I'm saying that to everybody. Kirk, I'm going to round up with you. So I'm going to give mine real quick. I wasn't at camp. However, I was inspired by our last conversation. A little FOMO with Billy and Kirk being there together. I'm like, man, I would love to be there. Let's do breakfast.
Let's go.
I wasn't there, right? And I was thinking about what we're doing here with the stream show. And I decided, hey, I want to hit the rest of this year hard with the stream show. Normally, I would take a break somewhere around in here, 3 or 4 weeks, and then end up the year. But it's like, hey, I have so much to talk about. And I'm so excited about what my other friends are doing. Let's use that energy to end this year well. Like, this is not the time for me, and it may be for you, but for me to take a break. YouTube has some major league updates coming down the pipe. Like, we need to be testing this stuff, using it, because you know how the platforms work. When you use the new latest and greatest feature, because they want those features used, they will push your content. Okay? So whatever we could do, whatever they have available that you have on your YouTube channel, whatever channel it is, start using those features and seeing if you can get some traction, because YouTube may recommend you a little more. And I'm saying may and all other kind of stuff. You know how this stuff works.
Yep.
You still got to make good content, okay? And as you make good content, and then the algorithm starts to recommend you to other people, the sky's the limit. We've seen it happen for people in our crew. So just want to encourage you guys with that. You guys have encouraged me. I'm excited about what you're doing. And I'm excited about being a part of this Ecamm family and the part that I get to play. So Kirk, it's on you, brother.
Hey, listen, couple of things real quick. I saw a question from Walt about these lights. These are the Amran lights. Yeah, Omar has them as well. Doc brought 2 of them for the studio that he set up there at Creator Camp. For many, several of us did use it in many different ways. In fact, I was told by somebody the other day that they got a couple episodes recorded right here in this space. So Ecamm is all about that take action life. Just in terms of some of the takeaways, I too have been kind of dinking and dunking with my mailing list. So I've really decided to take that very seriously, and came back, got an assessment done. So that's going to be my major lead magnet for the mailing list. And then for some other things that I'm going to be doing. These 3 phrases really stood out to me. I don't even remember what presentation it was, but mentorship is the shortcut. Community is the multiplier. Accountability is the secret sauce. I want to just say that one more time for my people in the back.
Please.
Mentorship is the shortcut. That's the cheat code. That's the up, down, left, right, A, B, start for my 90s babies out there. Community is the multiplier. Yeah. Anybody witnessed that? Anybody experienced that this week? Community is the multiplier. And you can see that based on what's on the screen right now. Community is the multiplier. But here is the secret sauce: accountability. Accountability, and accountability. When we were in, I had my group coaching call this week on Wednesday. David Hunt's part of my community, one of the longstanding members of my community, and I love having him in there. But one of the newer members of the community decided to share something this week, and I had to write it down. And he said, "Intent has an aroma." Oh God.
Ooh.
Intent has an aroma. And I want to be clear, it's the type of aroma that you turn on the bathroom fan to get rid of. Intent has an aroma.
I intended to do that. I intended to do this. I intend to do something.
Come on. And that was a huge takeaway for me. If you come back to Creator Camp next year and you're talking about your intentions for doing the same things that you talked about intending to do last year, you've missed the entire point. You've missed the entire point. And I'm talking about me. I'm talking to me. I'm not even talking about the rest of y'all. I said myself, I want to be another version of myself. Oh yeah. I forgot. I totally forgot. I want to be a better version of myself next year. I want to meet that new version of myself. I just believe there are doors that are waiting to be open, but I've got to actually take action.
Wow.
I don't want the aroma of intent to be peppered all throughout my life. I want to be an action taker. And so that was a major takeaway for me. And I think Strick said it as well. Several people said it as well. Coming out of camp, it's like I got a jolt of energy.
Right.
I have done more work in the last 2-3 days since I got back from camp than I did in the last month, because camp gave that back to me. It gave that back to me. And so there's speakers that are there, and they line it up in terms of what they're going to be talking about. And I'm not trying to belittle it. I really enjoyed the speakers, but I want to say this: the intangible is being in the room. The intangible is plugging into that atmosphere. The intangible is recognizing that I'm the only thing standing in my own way. So if I can get into a room, into a space that enables me, empowers me, helps me to see the gold mine that's within, so that I can take action to make that gold mine available to the world in some tangible ways, then man, that's where I need to be. So I'm gonna shut up right there. I can't thank you guys enough. I really, truly appreciated being at Creator Camp, and then of course being on the stream show whenever I can with my brother from another mother down the street from me, right here in the great state of Alabama, the beautiful DJ Strick. And so back to you, my friend, as we get ready to close it out.
This has been an awesome day. Yeah, come on. This has been an awesome day.
David
reminded me of our 5-hour energy streams.
Hey, dude, I wish you would have kept going, because I was just about to say, would there be another? Will there be another?
Come on. Is there one? Is there one?
Is there one? Is there one? I see you in the back. I see you in the back.
Yes.
Come on, just raise your hand. Is it you? Is it you?
Come down.
That's too funny. That's
Listen,
too funny.
hey, Strick.
Call right now.
He's got the echo on his voice right now. Go ahead and say something, David.
Man, what are you trying to make? No.
Oh man, that's just too fun. I am so glad that you guys have shared your time with me and the stream show tonight, talking about Creator Camp 25. Now, the important part of Creator Camp, Kirk has already said it, man. Let's implement some things. Let's be our authentic self. Let's try to give that 100%. Find that extra 20% that you can give to your content and see what happens. A lot of people are always on that pendulum of where they're like, I'm starting and stopping. Like, I'm not seeing the traction. I'm slowing up, where I tried that video and it just didn't work. We have several people, and I guess I'm going to have to bring Kevin Colby back for you guys to see him again.
Yes, sir.
Talk about
Yes,
his
sir.
journey to YouTube's recommendation page, and how it's just catapulted his YouTube channel when he did not want to do that video, and that one video changed his whole channel for the good. For the good. So maybe I'll bring him back, and Matt and Billy, I gotta have you guys on. Matt has a way. I don't know if you guys have to go back and watch this show. Just watch what Matt does from a silent guest, with all of the animations. Some of the things that he's doing, of course, with the confetti is cool, but he has hand gesture signs. You know what? Anything that you need to do to engage your audience, I want to tell you to try it. And Matt is leading in that effort. Matt, yes, sir, it's definitely dope what you are doing. And not only that, I want to be sure we talk about how people can get those things, because you're selling them as well, correct?
MattHaas.com.
Love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Be there. And he is crazy fun. That's right. Guys, I got to wrap it up. I definitely want to thank you for your time tonight. Next week, we're going even more in depth, talking about what we do with repurposing our long form content. I believe, like, even for you, Billy, if you're on for, I don't know, what are you doing? 2-hour sessions?
No, man, I'm making super short form videos.
So
for products,
you're already doing
yeah.
products. So you're not doing like the whatnot thing anymore.
No.
Okay,
I need to start making content about what basically what I did at camp a bunch. So yeah,
Gotcha.
it'll be there. Consistent application of elementary things is what I keep telling myself. Gotta get a plan and stick to it. So
there you go. Consistent application of elementary stuff. Listen, at the end of the day, there's a bunch of different forms of math. But at the end of the day, it boils down to adding, subtracting, and then multiplying.
Come on, Strick.
Yep.
That's
right. It's simple. If you can add, subtract, and then multiply, you could do pretty, enough math to go to the bank and come home. But there are other math forms out there. But let's get down to the element. I love that, Billy.
Love it.
And I'm saying that because people are doing long form. Like the way I like doing things is long form content, and then you chop it all down. Like like today, I'm at hour 25. I really could walk away with a good 60 clips from this one show.
Oh wow!
Real talk.
And if you're doing it the right way, you may be dropping 4 or 5 clips a day. If you're dropping 4 or 5 clips a day and then one thing goes viral and they have all that other stuff to go back to, I'm just telling you, content creation and making content available at the way the platforms want it, and then you're driving those people to the next step. The next step may not be the email list. It may be the lead magnet that leads them to the email list, that leads them to the paid webinar and into your community. All those steps, we're going to talk about that next week so we can get back on track and then really, really push ourselves into having a great ending with a great 25, setting ourselves up for a great 26. Hey, guys.
Always dope.
What a joy. What a joy. I had a good time. I got to go tell my wife what we talked about tonight. You guys have been awesome. Thank you. I'll be in touch with everybody. God bless you guys.
Take care.
Hey, this is DJ Strick, and I would like to thank you for watching another edition of The Stream Show.